Y'all niggas see, like, for once in my life, I had to fucking take notes because there's no way I was going to be able to keep up with all this. If you include the dude that we got earlier today, that is 6. We just added 6 defensive-minded players to the team for free. We didn't trade for anybody. I mean, obviously Shamit, but I mean, God, look what we got for him. Like, we didn't get rid of the young core again. We didn't like jump out the window. We didn't overpay somebody. We did this for free. In addition to the 2 people we talked about in my last video and homie that we got for Shamit, we added Kessler Edwards, who they're talking about is a 6'8", 3-and-D type dude. What? Yes, please. We added someone named Marcus. I can't pronounce his last name, but Marcus. They compared him to Fred VanVleet. Yes, please. And then we drafted Raiquan Gray. Raiquan Gray is another, 6'8" dude that they compared over to Draymond Green. They said his passing and defense is next level, and he can hit an open shot. Can we just take a moment to just acknowledge the greatness of Sean Marks? Not to rehash older points, but with the addition of Cameron Thomas and Day'Ron Sharpe, with the addition of those 2, I mean, I'm not going to really like jump out the window and predict too much because some of these niggas could be like total flops and we don't know which one, or they could all be great. So I don't want to jump out the window, but they're saying Cameron or Cam or whatever, they're saying he's like really, really fucking good. He says he's like Devin Booker, grew up watching Kobe. Like, this guy's really, really fucking good offensively. He averaged like 23, 24 points or some wild shit in college. And Day'Ron, Mr. Sharpe, he's like fucking Shaq. So people want to throw the Shaq and Kobe joint out there. I don't know how much of that is a legitimate comparison or just a meme, but I look at that like we never had a real replacement for, y'all are going to kill me for this, but Karis LeVert and Jared Allen. We never really got anything back for that. Obviously, we got James Harden, but that was it. We gave up quite a bit. So when those 3 all got hurt at separate times and sometimes all together, there was nothing left. There was no Karis to fall back on. There was no Jared Allen or whatever to fall back on. Spencer Dinwiddie was never replaced, if you will, because when he went down, that was it. So we didn't have anyone else really. We were like throwing Hail Marys with Blake and LaMarcus and all that type of stuff, but that was never replaced, and I never felt like we had that much confidence in Shamit and all that. We just kind of solved that. And even if it takes a little while, you're talking about for Cam, they're coming up under Kyrie in them. That shit's going to be crazy. You talk about Kessler Edwards. I mean, if Jeff Green is gone, bye, bitch. Like, I mean, that is amazing. 3-and-D? That fucking tall? That's beautiful. We talking about homie Marcus. This constant thing of, well, who's the backup point guard? I mean, obviously you try to like stagger them and shit and Harden's out there, but let's say we go through injuries again. Let's say this hamstring thing is like some real shit and we have to load management these niggas through another season and shit like that. You're gonna need someone to come off the bench. And no offense to Chiozza, I fucks with Chiozza, but they don't seem to have the same type of faith in this like collection of guards that we seem to acquire and shit. I'm assuming Mike James is gone, so you need that replacement. Why not someone who's being compared to Fred VanVleet? Like, Jesus, absolutely. Bring that aboard. And I think he's like 6'2", so it's not like he's a little guard. So I'm here for that. And then last, you got fucking Raiquan. And if they're saying he's Draymond Green, a passing big man that plays defense and hits an open shot, We checking off boxes we didn't even know we needed to check off. So I feel like obviously Bruce Brown is coming back. We just saved a shit ton of money. We have enough money to bring back Spencer Dinwiddie now. Just going to throw that out there. But even if we don't, and we bring back Bruce Brown and maybe Blake comes back or something like that, like, we good. We solved every single issue that we had as far as our roster goes. And we still got money to do some other shit. So if you want to, do some crazy trade and get rid of DeAndre Jordan for someone or something like that, like, we still have room for that. And it's not like it's going to harm us. We just grabbed 6 niggas. We just grabbed 6 fucking people just now for free. Sean Marks is a goddamn genius. And if anyone is worried, I don't think you should be. I really don't think you should be. They did the right moves. I mean, this is perfect. And they're probably not done yet. And even if we are done, let's say we keep DeAndre Jordan. Is that really that bad? I mean, fuck DeAndre Jordan, but is that really that bad? I don't know. I don't know. Because we're still keeping Claxton and shit. Alize Johnson is still signed for like 2 more years. Like, our fucking summer league is going to just be beating the brakes off of bitches. Like, I mean, come... Who the fuck is upset right now? Sean Marks is a goddamn genius. Every time we doubt this motherfucker, he comes out. I mean, he just filled every possible roster concern we have. If everybody walks and we don't bring anybody back except for the big 3, Claxton, Alize Johnson, and DeAndre Jordan, we have literally just filled the entire... Like, we good. I don't know where there is room to be concerned, but shout out to the goddamn Nets, because I've watched a lot of really bad basketball. I've watched a lot of really questionable picks. I've been through hell on YouTube covering goddamn New York basketball. Never have I seen anything so competent, and never have I come away from a draft night with my head held high like, well, you know what? It's going to be okay. I watched niggas get Zion and John Morant, and we were stuck with fucking RJ Barrett, and I had to put a fake smile on and be like, it's going to be okay. I'm legitimately happy right now. And Sean Marks, we fucking trust. We got about 6 different deep dives to go on, so be prepared for that. Shit, man. That's fucking incredible. And just by comparison, like, I shouldn't do this, but fuck it, let's do it. We already talking about it. Let's look at the Lakers, right? They gave up Kuzma. They gave up who the fuck else did they give up? Montrezl Harrell, which, why don't y'all want him? I didn't understand that. But Montrezl Harrell and Contavious Caldwell-Pope or whatever for Westbrook on a max. On a max. The fuck are they gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, shout out to the Nets. Shout out to the fucking Nets. That's all I can say. God, I love Sean Marks.